Hey, this is Jacob here with a matchup video, another one. This matchup video I'm going to be showing the Birdie versus Alex matchup. First I'm going to go over their strengths and weaknesses, and then I'm going to go over how to punish each attack a certain way, and mainly how the game works, who's better at neutral, and then a little bit of tech I guess to do that will help aid you in either or situation if you're an Alex player or a Birdie player. This is kind of mainly towards Birdie because I am a Birdie player, but there is Alex stuff that I'm going to show. Okay, first thing, they both have pretty decent anti-airs. I mean, Birdie's is better because he gets more damage and does the same job as Alex's light punch anti-air, and Birdie has a crouching fierce anti-air that can lead into more damage. So, and Alex's EX knee it's good too to use. Like, it gets a lot of damage as well, so that can kind of be, because crouching fierce is slow, so it's one of those moves that you use as like a reaction. You have to see it coming, reading your opponent's jump, so you do something that's a little more damaging. But Birdie kind of wins just because his crouching medium punch is a little better, because it doesn't get beat out by jumping fierces. Like if you play against Rashid, which has a very like a very arc to his crouching, I mean his jumping fierce, like it's very like sticks out, and it leaves the hitbox very like safer. I don't know about the hitbox or hitbox, but he basically cannot jab anti-Rashid sometimes. If he does the jumping heavy punch at a certain angle, it would hit Alex and he'll be able to get a punish off of that. So that's like the only risk you're kind of taking against certain characters with fierces like Rashid's. Alex kind of would have trouble. You have to go to the or Cammy's cannon strike. I think you can still jab anti Cammy. So never mind about Cammy. But okay, back to here. Alright, so the neutral game, Birdie kind of beats that at the same time. The reason why is because his fierce button's a little better, and you can poke out with the slide. So Alex does have a good crouching medium punch, but it's not as long as this, and his medium kick doesn't reach as well. It's almost the same as Birdie's medium kick, so it's gonna out basically footsie Alex and out range him. So Alex will have to kind of stay back and whiff punish this button, kind of like, if he can. He could step back, and when I'm done with this, I think I recover in time for it. So if he tries to elbow, I'll be able to if I space it out to make him block it. If he elbows after, I'm close enough that if he elbows I can punish him. So the medium and light elbow, they both are punishable with light kick into headbutt. So here's a light elbow. Let's say I do heavy punch and he blocks, and then he goes here. Now I can light punish him. So if I block it, from there into the headbutt, and then you can do V trigger as well if you don't want to or you're trying to set up and get more out of it if you don't have meter. Okay. It's the same concept with the medium. Medium is the same thing. Light kick into light headbutt. The heavy is different. You have to punish it with medium punch, and it's sort of like a fast input. It's like really fast, because if you do it too late, what will happen is that you'll miss. So you have to do it right away when you block the heavy. That kind of makes it harder because not that many Alexes usually do a heavy elbow because it's very unsafe. They know that. So make sure you press the medium punch very fast. If you just want to pressure it either way, Alex is very minus there, so you could pressure with the medium punch. You just gotta be aware, if he has meter and he sees that you keep just doing medium punch to pressure him, he could do super, since it's invincible. Or if he has his trigger, you could parry it. So that's the different part about the punishes and like frame traps. Going for frame traps against Alex, it doesn't work against him in V-trigger because he could just easily parry it. So you gotta kind of be careful with the frame traps. But there are options that you could use which make the game more technical, and I'll explain that later when I get to like the tech part of the matchup. Okay, now that's about the elbow. Now I'm going to show what's Alex's punish towards Birdie's you know, towards his like kind of like some players use the headbutt to set up things. You can easily punish it. Okay, I believe. Okay, so you can't use me punch to punish my headbutt, the heavy headbutt. You can use it to punish this. Now from there you go into V trigger and a lot of damage from there. So the only thing you can use there is jab to punish. So he has to use jab, and from jab you can obviously go into a lot of stuff from there. What did I said here? Let's see what I do. Oh, nothing. Okay. Yeah, so you have to use jab. From jab you go into the chop, into super if you have meter. But most of the time you could go into chop. You know, you could reset with crouching jab into like you can do a lot of things from the jab basically. Not sure if crouching jab works. Try it out. That'll be another. Cause crouching jab, at least you can go into like the headbutt. You know, you could charge. You know, set up into the headbutt for like more mix-up property. Up wrong one. My fault. Alright. Yeah, okay, so crouching jab works, so you get a lot off of that. Crouching jab, you go into the EX headbutt. So that's kind of a better option to do because I have to kind of like guess what you're gonna do there. And you go into this. Or the regular one, I think the regular one works. Or the stomp. The thing about the stomp is that the stomp is punishable. So any stomp I believe is punishable with the light kick. I'm not sure which one I did on. So all the stomps are punishable with light kick. I don't think you can medium punch it unless if it's different in season 2. Yeah, but yeah, it's mainly be the same. You could punish with standing light kick into headbutt. It's been the same mostly, like about the stomps. The punishes for the stomps has been the same. They stay the same. Light kick into headbutt. Then from there, super or V-trigger cancel, stuff like that. Okay. So that's with the stomp. The EX stomp is plus, so that's different. EX stomp is a way better move to use because the EX stomp. Hold on. Try to get him. Okay. Very good tool to set up. Since it's plus, it leaves you in a position where you can link either light command grab or medium punch if I try to jump away. So it's very very hard move to deal with. Hold on. Wait, is it plus anymore? I really hope. Damn. Okay, that's what. Yeah. Hold on. I know I'm pressing it right away. Hold on. So I'm not Alex player. Might not be doing it right. Maybe because I'm hitting him. Now let's test this out. Really? Though it's plus. Is he really minus on that now? If you're an Alex player, well, you might not know about Season 2, but if you do know about Season 2 and you have been punished for doing EX now, EX Stomp, please let me know in the comments that if the EX Stomp is punishable now or it's minus now. Because that's crazy. That's really what kind of made Alex really good, was his EX Stomp. So if he kind of lost that, I kind of feel bad for Alex players now. He's kind of like not good anymore. So RIP if that is what it is. So yeah, so players, the universal punish for any of his stomps is light kick into headbutt, light headbutt for Birdie. So that kind of sucks for him. Okay. I also want to know if the jab does work for the EX headbutt. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, and I can whiff punish. Okay, so you can't do that yet. You can probably press crouch and medium punch. So if I'm trying to like whiff punish your light punch, then you can hit me. So I have to wait for you. Yeah. Okay. I get it, I get it. Alright, let me show you what I'm trying to say. See, so if I try to press medium punch to whip punish you after that, you can stuff me. So it's basically made to just be safe. Yes, okay, that's the best option, because you press medium punch, you still will get whip punish. Because I could just wait for it. For example, it's the same thing with my urine video, where I'll have to wait for you to press the button so I can whip punish your button. Like that. So if I press it too early, I'll get hit if I try to press it. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so that's only works in V trigger headbutt. Alright. Alright, so crouching medium is what you want to use if I do, or if any birdie does just random like headbutt to get like pressure in on you. Since it's safe for him to do, you can use that to get in on him. Alright. So his other tools, in terms of footsies, besides the stomp's kind of made for not really a footsie tool. More of the headbutt is kind of, the EX headbutt is more of like a, in terms of Alex, his headbutt command grab. The EX is pretty good to use because it's pretty fast. So if you're distracted on neutral, you know, you condition your opponent to stick neutral with buttons, and you can stick in a headbutt. But if I'm pressing something that it might hit it while it's coming out, so yeah, you can't interrupt the headbutt. But most of the time you want to jump if Alex does do any headbutt setups. Best option to do is neutral jump, or just jump away. He's very punishable after he recovers from that, so you get a lot of time to hit him. I don't think only certain characters on the way down can punish, like Borog can like jump back, and when he recovers on the ground you can do EX dash punch to punish him. Yeah, but this, yeah, that's easy to punish. You can use medium punch on the medium headbutt. Okay, so since Alex is a 4-frame character, he will trade with Birdie's heavy kick. Since it's 0, they both have 4-frame attacks, so they'll trade on most like 0 frame or 0 on block moments or 0 situations. Since they both have 4 frames, they'll most of the time trade on those situations. So as Alex player, you really just have to get in. The can is kind of useful against Alex, but at the same time you want to be patient, Alex, is for a birdie to do that, because when he throws the can out, you can't do EX headbutt. The regular headbutt is too slow, so if I throw can, you'd have to basically like catch me right when I'm like drinking the can. So right when I'm starting to drink the can, you can't do the heavy headbutt. Let me see if I can like set up just so you can see how it works. Pretty sure you can use that as a punish. I'm pretty sure. Like if I try to just drink the can, you could like just, I don't know which one I did. Okay, it was 4. Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah, I remember. Okay. So you can't really throw a can unless if you like do that. Yeah, you have to knock him down into the can. That's mainly what you have to do with Birdie after you do a headbutt. The safest option to use the can after you knock someone down is after a EX headbutt, because the EX headbutt throws your opponent the furthest away, so that they can't really punish at all. They're so far that they try to, it just won't work. Push too far there. Alright. What else? That's the one kind of neutral game. The crouching medium is good to use. It's crouching medium punch, pretty good. But I can't like, you know. It's good. Yeah, Birdie kind of beats the neutral game even against Alex. He does have medium kick. You know, you can mix it up with the shoulder. You know, stuff like that. You have to space out your shoulder right, so there's the elbow, I mean, not shoulder, the elbow. Yeah, so you can space out the elbow to, you know, keep me pressured. Main thing you want to do is knock me down. In terms of jumping, Alex has a very strange jump, so he can jump. This is for the Birdie players, so he can kind of like do a jump full screen and or like mid screen and still kind of hits you with the end of his heavy kick. So you always gotta be aware of that heavy kick. It looks like he's too far to hit you, but he can't hit you. So it's a good tool for Alex to use to like confuse the birdie player. Yeah. And you know, you could like, it's almost like baiting out with his, I'm not sure. Okay, there it is. It's down. Okay. You can use that, but it's very punishable. You know, this is really punishable. Like you do so much to it if Alex does. Let me see what's the most I can do to it. Yeah, I can do a lot to that. Yeah, you don't want to, like, I mean, you could do that to throw off your opponent, obviously. It's more if you know your opponent is going to try to go for anti-air there. It's a very good tool to mix up the jump. But jumping kick, like the far kick, is very good too. Whereas you have to be aware of that and make sure you anti-air with that. So as many comes from experience, like seeing Alexes do that. You want to play a lot of matches against Alex, good Alexes that would use this to the fullest basically. It's a very good move to use. It's almost like Fong's jump into heavy punch. You know, he has such a long jump, so his heavy punch sticks out so far. So you might like get a little confused and think that he's not gonna reach you, but don't be don't be confused. He can reach you. Yeah, don't be tricked by that. That heavy kick does go very far. So, or Fong's heavy punch. Alright. I think we're getting into the in terms of knocking an opponent down and doing meaties. I think Alex beats Birdie in the sense of who has the better meaty options. Alex definitely has the better meaty option. His forward fierce is +6 on block. Or it's just +6 on hit, my bad, I think. On block it's like +3 or something. Yeah, not +6, that's ridiculous. Yeah. I think it's +3 or +4. So you kinda really don't want to be pressing buttons after that. It's almost like Bison's heavy kick. It is basically Bison's heavy kick. Do not press a button after that, unless if you really know that Alex is gonna do something crazy after that. Yeah, but you don't want to press a button. Alex could really punish you for pressing a button. And you kind of have to guess. Once he knocks you down, you have to guess with the forward fierce. But if you do quick get up and he like knocks you down, he tries to dash up, you can't stuff him from trying to do that move. It's too slow on someone's, you know, depending on how he knocks you down. Okay, so this is, okay, we're kind of getting into the tech, sort of like tech part. Or like options against Alex. RP Alex. Sorry I have to do this. Alright, so no, hold on. Okay. So after the command grab, a lot of Alexes try to dash up and do another one. Hold on. I mean, no Alex does it anymore. It's hardly any Alex that does it anymore. It's mainly just used for like throwing your opponent off and knowing that your opponent is expecting an elbow. It's after conditioning, but it's almost the same concept with Zangief's light SPD. If he dashes up, he's kind of basically punishable. Yeah. And from there you could go into a lot of stuff. Okay, so forward fierce for Alex is very plus, so you have to kind of hold that. You could reverse him if you want him to get off of you if he does it too much. Like some Alex will do forward fierce and do another forward fierce to put you more pressure. At that point you kind of like, he's at a range where he can't command grab you, so it depends. If he walks up a little bit and does it, then that means he is gonna command grab you. He's trying to get more out of you blocking. Same with like Bison players. Alright. Another thing I want to show is, like, it's kind of tech, but at the same time it's not good to use, but at the same time it is good to use. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Alright, so Alex, if you do heavy, okay, let me just show you what I just did. if you do medium punch into heavy headbutt when you're in V trigger, after Alex parries the move, you can absorb the hit. So if you see Alex that likes parrying a lot and going into the lariat, and he doesn't cancel into command grab, you can hit him with that. So it's like kind of like tech to use, yeah. Pretty cool tech. So you can basically bait Alex, but he can go into command grab if he sees that you're doing that. Alright, let's make him go into command grab. I don't know how I can make him cancel though. I have to make him hit. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do. I don't think I can do it here. Oh. I don't think I can make him do it. Oh, come on, please. Not sure if I can make him. No. No, I can't. Oh. Alright, I just did some weird shit there. Right. Not bad. So yeah, that's mainly some tech to use against Alex. So a lot of Alex who try to parry, like for example when I was talking about how if he elbows you and you're going for the medium punch a lot and he's in V trigger, he's like, oh, I got you, now I'm gonna parry you for not basically for trying to take advantage of me being minus and getting more off of me. If he doesn't have critical R yet. But if he parries and you're in V trigger, you could do heavy headbutt and absorb the hit and then go into the heavy headbutt. If you have super, you can cancel into super and get some, you know, a lot of damage off of it. So, I mean, for Alex players, I don't have any crazy tech. I'm sorry. I mean, I got like a couple of cool setups for Alex, but I mean, I'm not sure if you want to like just steal it. It's not nothing crazy. Hold on. Trying to think of what I was doing with Alex before. Not Axe player, please. Okay. After you chop. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's literally like, you know, very cheeky setup. There's nothing crazy. Alright. After this, you know, you go into that, basically. Like you do jab, you know, if your opponent gets afraid, you know, you do jab. Since you're in a good position, they can't press a button, so you know, you go into jab to keep them there. If they try to jump, you know, from your command grab, now you got them stuck. Unless they're mashing up, then they'll get away from it. But most of the time, you're in a guessing game either way, so that's a pretty good option to use. Jab into EX headbutt really throws your opponent off. So that's kind of it. I feel like it's mainly Alex has to just knock down Birdie, and like since he doesn't have a 3-frame armor anymore, Birdie, unless if he's in V trigger, Alex shouldn't really worry about Birdie on his wake up. You kind of have to find the openings in Alex and wait for him to like finish his block string. If you block all his block strings, you know, punish him if he tries to get desperate with a jump in or something. You know, play a neutral game well and stuff like that. Keep him away with the bananas. You know, he has to jump in on you. Most of the time, if you throw a banana down and he jumps in on you, stay there. Because even if he does jump in on you, he'll fall on the banana. So it's not a problem if you block someone. So you want to stay near the banana. Always stay near the banana in a neutral game. Because if someone tries to jump, you're near the banana. So you don't have to anti-air. And against Alex, you want to have that choice of not being an anti-air. Because if he goes for the, you know, the fierce, you know, that to change his angle, if you try to anti-air so he can hit you, you'll be blocking, so you get more of a punch off of it. So it's a good option to use. And it kind of neutralizes like any jumping in on you. They'll just fall on the banana. Same concept that I made with the Armika video, you know, where you're kind of just baiting her to come in on you. So you want to set up your banana, you know, your cans. Banana's a little more useful because he can't really do too much if you stay in front of it. He'll just trip on the banana. So it's very good to use this. The can, not so much. The can, he can, you know, find his way around a little more. A little better because it's moving. At least you get to stay near your object. Because if you stay kind of a little away from the can and stuff, like from here, you know, you could you know, headbutt you. He could jump over and do a headbutt when you're trying to, you know, do stuff. Or you could do a stomp, EX stomp. So I think Banana's better in this matchup. So that's I think that hit everything, or I think I've shown everything I know about this matchup. You know, heavy kick is very useful, obviously. Crush counter, heavy punch, Card and Fierce is very good. But I showed it on the videos that Card and Fierce is good if you space it out right. But you mainly want to use this against Alex because he can't do anything about that. He has to kind of stay away from the neutral game. And you know, you can whip punish his medium punch if you try to stick it out. This too. And after the heavy punch, you can kind of set up the slide. Yeah, to make it safe. You have to like get it right in the edge to make it safe. So that's mainly it. It's very it becomes a little lame like towards the end when it gets close. You know, each character has to make the right move to basically win. You know, Birdie has the EX Dolphin Dive, Alex has the headbutt. They're both like the same concept. So it's basically taking the risk at the right moment, making the right decision, and you know, doing all your setups and staying solid basically. And this matchup I feel is kind of 5-5 now, since the armor of Birdie is not one frame anymore. He's the same as Alex on the wake up now, so without V-trigger obviously. Once he's in V-trigger, then he has one frame. So yeah, that's about it. So Birdie kind of excels because of V-trigger. You know, eat your donuts. You know, if he's staying away from you, trying to, you know, wait there. And it's fast on recovery, so if you try to headbutt, you could jump over and then punish him. So it's mainly is kind of a lame game, you know, elbowing, punishing, and that type of matchup. So just wanted to explain that and show a little bit of tech to use, and just a good well, I try to make a good explanation on why, you know, how this matchup is basically. I think Birdie wins just because of the V-trigger. He has a better V-trigger. The damage, Birdie has a little more damage, a little more health than Alex. I'm not sure if Alex has the same health, but I think Birdie has a little more. So that's it for this matchup. Leave a comment if you have any questions about this matchup. If you think I didn't hit any topic that you want to discuss between these characters. Hopefully I didn't forget about anything, and if I did, I'll just make a quick video and just showing off some that I might have not explained before. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe for more videos. With that, I am out. Goodbye.